Hola, 皆さん、いらっしゃいませ。今は2番セグメントは日本語を勉強します。皆さん、ありがとうございます。よーし、どうぞ。皆さん、俺は英語を話します。はい、皆さん、ありがとうございます。よし。Hey, welcome everybody. Gonna be doing some language lessons, jumping into the Genkis for some more adjectives, more kanji, and then some freeform writing. So let's not waste too much time. And let's get on with kanji lessons. Yosh. Let's see here. There we go. Alright, I hope y'all having a good day today. Hope y'all having a fun time. We're going into Genki 2. Genki 2. Genki 2. Page 208. The last word we covered was anzen, which means safe. And that was a non-adjective. So, here we go. There's not much adjectives and adverbs in this section here, so probably gonna be done with this one very quickly. Once I'm done with getting all the kanji out from this book, gonna circle back and create a whole list for verbs, starting in Genki 1 and listing out all the kanji for those verbs. So the first our first word is henna. Henna, which means strange and unusual. H-E-N. Alright. Here we go. Oh, there we go. That's it. And H-E-N. Alright, let's push this over. Nah. There we go. And nah. Okay. And this means strange or unusual. There we go. Okay. And then over here to the adverbs, we have gozenchu. Gozenchu, which means morning. Gozenchu. Okay. Go. Zen. Chu. Which is interesting because this character here is Mae. Can also be Mae for Mae ni. But this one is being used for Zen. Let me confirm that. Let's confirm that. Using the kanji fast finder here. Yep, Zen. So it could be used for Zen or Mae. This character means before. This is for the which is what Mae ni would be, the before. But being that's being used in this Gozenchu, it means in the morning, and so morning is usually before the afternoon. So this is in the morning. Gozenchu. Gozenchu. And then here's everyone's favorite little word here. We hear that a lot in anime. Skoshi. 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 Which uses the character for little here. You'll see that in Chisai as well. This character. Sko and shi. There we go. And this means a little. Okay. Alright. So that's all the adverbs, adjectives, and nouns in this section that have kanji. We're moving on to the next page, the next section. Alright, this is page 130. 230, 230. 230 page. Alright. We got some favorite words here that we probably hear that we hear a lot in anime. For example, kaze. This is kaze, which means wind. Kaze, wind. Okay. Our next word is ki, which means tree. Not the that Goku and the rest of the fighters do in Dragon Ball. Here we go. That's ki, which is also the kanji for tree. That tends to be used for, which means tree. Well, yes, it does mean tree. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm all over the place. No, don't laugh at me. This means tree. Ki. Ki means tree. Next up is saru. 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 Here we go. Yep, that's it. Saru. This is monkey. Saru, which means monkey. Okay. This one is, I believe, menkyo. Menkyo, which means license. Menkyo means license. Menkyo. Menkyo. M-E-N. Kyo. And this is license. License. Alright. And this next one is Yoshu. 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 Not Yoshi. Not talking Mario Brothers here. This is Yoshu. This means preparation of a lesson. Yes. All of this means one whole sentence. Yoshu, preparation. Preparation of a lesson. Which I misspelled here. There we go. Preparation. Alright. This one is fukushu, which means review of a lesson. Fukushu. 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 So look for little patterns like this. You see Yoshu here? It's got this kanji, and Fukushu uses the same kanji. A great way to memorize is if you have words that are closely similar to each other and using the same character. Good way to get that in your head, because this also means review of a lesson. So it would be obvious that this character Shu is being used for lesson. If I remember correctly, let me see here. Let me just do one quick look here before we close this out. I believe that's what's being used. Hold on. Actually, I should be able to scroll back up. Where is homework? Let's see. Where is homework at? because it's, if I remember right, homework is kodai, and I think it's using the same character. Let's see. Junbi, let's see here. Research, scholarship, schedule, graduation plan. I'm going a little too far up, aren't I? Wow, I really covered a lot. There's 23 pages of this? Jeez. And this is just nouns, adjectives, and adverbs. In kanji. In their kanji. Alright. All I have to do is just go over here and type homework in G-Show. And no, it doesn't actually use the same kanji. Interesting. Shukudai. Interesting. It doesn't use the same kanji. Huh. Now that's interesting. Alright. I thought that it did, but it doesn't. Juku. Our last word today is juku. Cram school. Juku. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, here it is. Juku. Juku. Cram school. Alright. So, there we go. Our kanji for the week. Henna. Strange, unusual. Gozenchu. In the morning. Skoshi. A little. Kaze. Wind. Ki. Tree. Saru. Monkey. Menkyo. License. Yoshu, preparation of a lesson. Fukushu, review of a lesson. Chuku, cram school. All right. There we go. Okay. Now let's head on over to the adjectives. All right. So our next ones are Tara and To. Okay, so going into Genki 2, page 119. Page 119. Okay. All right, here we go. So, Tara. Tara has it's like saying if in a conditional way. So it'll be like saying B Tara B A Tara B. So which is an event, an action, or situation that whenever condition A is met. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of it's an if then statement. If something happens, then this happens, and that's what Tara is used for. It seems like Tara is used in compound, similar to mai ni, ato de, kara. So Tara, in short, is just saying if. So you know how we speak in English, we'll say if I go to school, I might not make it home in I might not make it home in time. See how that's used? That's basically the way this is being used. Tara is being used just like that. It's just that tara gets used at the end of the compound sentence as opposed to in the front of a compound sentence like we do in English. In English we would start with if, but in Japanese they end the compound with if. So the way this is done is that with e adjectives. Wow, this is okay. This one is this one has a lot of alterations. This has a good chunk of alterations. So let's put this up on the English here. All right, we'll go. By the way, they do it here. Here's yasashi. Okay. So here's yasashi. Let me underline that. Clear that. Okay. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna drop the E. Okay, you're gonna drop the E in yasashi, the final E. Okay. Then you're gonna replace it with katara. Okay. So it'll be katara. Katara. Okay. Yasashi katara. And that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get yasashi katara. There we go. Yasashi katara. Whoop. Alright. Bold that up. Ignore all. And that's what'll happen. Yasashi, subtract the I, you add katara, and you get yasashi katara. Okay. So when doing the negative, you get yasashi. You get yasashi kunai. Okay. And you're going to drop the E from kunai. So in these two instances, you are dropping the E. You are dropping the E. What the heck? Oh, snap. I got a moth. Sorry. Going in the site. Just fluttered on by like it was nothing. Alright. So we're gonna underline this. Alright. Because that's what's gonna go away. The E. Okay. Oh. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix something here. There you go. Alright. And once again, we're going to add katara. Okay. Drop the E and replace it with katara. Let's just clear this out. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. And we end up with yasashi kuna katara. There we go. All So, yasashiku nakatara. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I know I pronounced it correctly. It's just that's crazy. It's crazy when they start dropping the e's in many of these words here. So this is what it'll look like in Japanese. Yasashi. 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 What am I getting? There we go. Yasashi katara. Okay. There we go. Yasashi katara. Alright. There it goes again. Mothra has arrived. Hold on. Oops. I have a spelling error here. There we go. Yasashi. Oh. There we go. Yasashi. There we go. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay. Yasashi kunakatara. So this is what it'll look like. Yasashi kunakatara. Okay. Yasashi kunakatara. There we go. Yasashi kunakatara. Okay, so that's the E adjective. So on the na side, so what happens in na side is if by chance your na form is used in da form, then you're going to add tara to the whole thing. So let's see here. We'll stick with genki. All right. We'll stick with genki here in this instance. Genki. All right. Then we subtract the na, the da, when it takes on a da form in tense. Okay. There we go. We subtract the da. Oh, sorry. We don't drop the da. My bad. Hold on. Here's genki da. Alright. And what we do is we add tara. Okay. I apologize. I said it right the first time. We add that tara. We don't subtract. We just add that and we get genki da tara. There we go. Genki da tara. Alright. That's all you gotta do is just add the tara with na adjectives. Just like that. Okay, and for the negative form, we have genki janai, right? Here is genki janai, not henki janai. Genki janai. All right. Now in this instance here, because there is once again an e at the end, you subtract the e. So once again, we subtract the e in janai. Alright, we subtract the e in janai. Alright, and then we add katara. Alright, so it will look so it will become genki na katara. Katara. genki nakattara. There we go. Alright, so we add tara, kattara. Kattara, and that would become genki jana kattara. Alright. Let me just capitalize that. So genki jana kattara. There we go. And that's what it will look like. Okay. So genki dattara and genki nakattara. Is genki dattara. There we go. Genki dattara. Okay, that's what that looks like in Japanese. And genki jana kattara. Genki jana kattara. There we go. All right. Alright, there we go. Genki jana nakattara. Alright. Now we move on to page 142. 142. Here we go. Alright, this one is just to. Alright. Okay, so normally to would be used to say and, but it can also act as an if then style clause. So it's kind of like saying when this happens, B happens too. So if you roll the ball will stop. If you throw the ball will hit the wall. If you throw the ball, it will hit the wall. That kind of thing. So to is used in this manner. Where you can actually bind two complete sentences together in that manner, in a manner of speaking. Let's see here. Let's see, and if you want to, and if you want the adjective to be put to be used. It's usually at the end. It's usually used at the end, and kunari gets is what's added to the adjective. Is what gets added to the adjective. So it will look something. It'll look something like this here. Here's the e adjective, and there's and then, do I have that on there? No, I don't, huh? And that's because we never covered it, did we? Oh, no, we already did cover it, didn't we? Naru? Yep, we did. Naru, to become. Okay. So, let's start with the e adjective. Okay. So we'll stick with yasashi today. Here's yasashi. Alright. Then again we subtract the E. I'll just make this a little easier and just copy paste it. Just like that. There we go. Alright, let me push this down so we could have a more clearer picture here on the reading. There we go. So you subtract the E and then you add the kunari. Kunaru. Kunaru. There we go. Plus kunaru. And it becomes yasashi kunaru. Yasashi kunaru. And yes, the kunaru is verb. It does take a verb form because it will be applied at the end of the sentence. You're basically closing out the sentence with the adjective. So it would look like this here. Yasashi kunarimasu. Just like that. Okay. And yes, it will. And yes, because it's a verb form, you should be able to apply all of the tenses, like yasashi kunarimashita, yasashi kunarimashita. Just to give an example here. There we go. Okay, so how would it look like? Okay. How will it look like in the sentence? Let's see here. In sentence form, it would look something like this. I'm trying to, let's see here. Let's say, let's see. I'm just trying to think here. Let's see. Yasashi is easy, so okay. Let's say hiragana. Hiragana. I think I gotta say ga, right? Because I'm trying to think if I'm supposed to say o or ga in this instance. I guess ga. Yomu. Yomu to. When I read hiragana, Mm, um, mm, manga ga yasashiku narimasu. Yasashiku narimasu. There we go. If I'm doing this correctly, when I read hiragana, manga is easy. There we go. So that's basically what when using to entails. I just hope I got my grammar right. Hiragana ga yomu to manga ga yasashiku narimasu. I hope I got it right. Let me just put this in Japanese here. Yasashiku narimasu. Here we go. Perfect. Yasashiku narimasu. And yasashiku narimashita. Kunarimashita. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that's the E adjective. Over here, we have genki. We'll stick with genki. Okay. But this one, we're going to change na to ni. So here's genki na. Okay, here's genki na. So we're going to subtract the na in genki na and replace it with i. Let me just straighten this out. All right. There we go. All right. We subtract that. Then we're gonna add inaru. Okay. Inaru. All right. So it's gonna end up turning into genki ni naru. Well, technically speaking, we're dropping the na, but I'm just being a little unusual to genki naru, genki ni naru. All right. But technically, that's what you're doing. You're just dropping the a in na and replacing it with the e, with the I, inaru. But it's really what you're doing is you're replacing na with ninaru. And that's what it'll look like. Genki ni naru. Okay. And just like before, you know, it'll be genki ni narimasu. You know, genki ni narimashita, genki ni narimasen, and so on. Genki ni naru. All right, so here it is in Japanese. Genki ni naru. Okay. And it follows the same exact principle. Here's the to. Okay. You put the to in the middle of the sentence of the clauses and bind them together, and you have your if-then statement. Okay. So this is genki ni naru. Genki ni narimasu. genki ni narimashita, and so on. There we go. Alright. And just like, and again, being that this is an adjective, it goes at the end of the sentence. When you're using to as an if-then clause. For your if-then clause, your whenever A happens, B happens, to that kind of thing. Okay. So that's it. There we go. Alright. So this is tara and to. The usage of to when adjectives are applied in to. Let's just, there we go, bold that. There we are. Okay. Alright. So yasashi kattara, yasashi kunakattara, genki dattara, genki janakattara, yasashi kunarimasu, yasashi kunarimashita, genki ni narimashita, genki ni narimasu. There we go. So that is our adjectives of the day. So now we're gonna do some free-form writing. Let's go into sentence drills, and we're going to throw in today's to, just so we can practice that up today. And get ourselves acquainted. So we got 3 sentences for this week. If I go to the movie, I will be late for work. All right. So,映画に行くと仕事がlet me see, what was late again? Was it osoi? Why does it give me latte? Oh yes, osoi. Okay, so what is osoi? Okay. Also, okay, it's in the adjective. I had to make sure. Also, kunarimasu. Kunarimasu. There we go. Here we go. Osoi kunarimasu. Alright. So, if I go to the movie, I will be late for work. 映画に行くと仕事が遅くなります。There we go. Alright. Next sentence. Alright. Nihongo. Oh, okay. If I study Japanese. Reading manga will be fun. Manga will be fun. Manga will be fun. I'm hoping I'm getting this right. Let me know in the comments section if I'm getting my sentence right, or what will be correct. Nihongo. 日本語、日本語を勉強する、勉強、there we go. There we go. 勉強すると漫画が楽しいなります。楽しなります。There we go. Okay. If I eat wasabi, I will love it. So, wasabi を食べると大好きになります。There we go. There we go. Alright. わさびを食べると大好きになります。Alright, so here's our sentences for the day using to. 映画に行くと仕事が遅くなります。日本語を勉強すると漫画が楽しなります。わさびを食べると大好きになります。Alright, there we go. Alright, 皆さん。ありがとうございます。どうぞコメント、like、サブスクライブ。Please comment, like, subscribe. また来週に皆さん、Good night. Buenas noches. おやすみなさい。Alright. There we go. Those are our lessons for this week, everybody. I hope you all had a good time learning. Hope that helped you out. Yeah, I definitely want School Revolution. I want School Kakame. I definitely want to put this on the live stream so we can learn. Okay, all right. I'm gonna take Wow, I ended a little early. All right, we'll make this a 15-minute break. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock midnight. 11 o'clock for those of you out in the Midwest. Out in the Central Time. I'm gonna come back in 15 minutes with Joy McFight roster run, and I'm gonna share some of my thoughts on Nintendo Switch Online at the end of the whole segment. So make sure to stick around. And give my thoughts after 1 year with Nintendo Switch Online. So let's hit the break and we'll be back. 皆さん、今は15分のブレイクをします。はい、皆さん、ありがとうございます。